Hello, and welcome to Empowering Abilities. Both Patrick and I are enjoying the journey of putting together this weekly show. May you be feeling good and keeping yourself positive and empowered as much as you possibly can. I am very honored to have my next guest on today. I would like to welcome the fabulous Lorraine Maher. I know Lorraine a long time. She inspires me so much with her drive and ambition to live her best life. Can you please welcome Lorraine? Welcome, Lorraine. How are you doing today?
Hi Tracy, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Finding it very strange up very early to do this interview.
Great stuff. Now, can you tell the listeners and those watching on YouTube a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Lorraine Maher and I'm just about 36 in 3 weeks' time. Um, and I live in Clondalkin with my parents. I'm a young, outgoing person and I love to be out and about. And I love challenges as well. One of my main challenges I've had in my life up to now would have been the skydive I undertook myself 6 years ago to raise money for the Jack and Jill Foundation. It was one of my ambitions for years to do a skydive, and I decided to try and do it before my 40th birthday. It was one of my things to do on my bucket list thing. So yeah, I eventually got to do it just after my 40th birthday.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. And oh yes, I am glad that you mentioned your skydive, because I remember when you done it, it kept being cancelled on you due to the weather. However, you were still determined that you were going to do it. Eventually, you were not taking no for an answer. Tell us, Lorraine, was that a long-term goal of yours?
Yes, Tracy. I had wanted to do a skydive since I was about 18, but because of my CP, it took us a while to work out the best way for me to get to do it. Because obviously, like, in the chair and stuff, we were like, can it be possible? What way can we do it? So, like, for years, I kind of put it off because I was like, it mightn't be possible. But my PA at the time, Yvonne McDonald, was like, anything is possible, so we can make it work. So we just went online and looked for places that we could actually do it and that we could meet the regulations really. With me having a disability, I mean, like, so we found a place in Offaly that said, yeah, no problem. You can do a skydive anytime you want. So because I wanted to do it for a charity as well and make money, and not just like do it for like my own personal gain, like I wanted to make money for a charity. We decided to do it for the Jack and Jill Foundation, and we raised over 2 grand. So yeah, it was a long term goal, and it did take time to achieve it. As you know yourself, Tracy, I went up and down to Offaly 6 or 7 times before I eventually got to do the skydive. But that was due to bad weather, and sure, there was one of the times I was actually up in the plane, up in the sky, and we had to land again because of the weather just turned like that. So it was called off at the last second. But yeah, eventually I did get to do it, and I really enjoyed it.
Wow, incredible. And I remember watching the video of it. You didn't seem to show any fear. You had the biggest smile on you throughout. You really did just go for it. What height did you jump from?
10,000 feet. I jumped for because it was my very first time doing it, and believe me, I want to do it again. But because it's your very first time jumping, you can only jump from 10 feet. But yeah, I will go higher the next time. As you would have seen from the video as well, they do it with people with disabilities a wee bit different because we can't kick our legs. So it's up to the diver that comes with you. I had Tom, I think his name was, and it's up to him to get me out of the plane safely. So I'm literally strapped up like a present before I get into the plane and strapped to him before like we go up to the sky, and then it's up to him to get me down safely. But yeah, it was a very enjoyable experience, and yes, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Wow. So, you were delighted with life after you finally achieved this. Was it for a charity, or did you just plan it for yourself?
Yeah, as you can see from the video yourself, Tracy, I was really delighted with life that day, and like if I could relive that day over again, I would in the morning. Um, but yeah, it started off with me just doing it for myself, but because I decided even before we looked into doing it, I wanted to do it for charity. I just picked the charity, and just to say as well, it's 250 to do the skydive before you raise money, so it costs €250 to do one. But I paid that myself, and I didn't take that out of like the charity money, so that was always going to be the way that I did it. Like, um, but yeah, and it is 10,000 feet. But I think I would go higher again, like for my next one. Just to say, if anyone that has a disability wants to do one, you have to go for medical beforehand. So you have to be passed by a medical, because obviously with some disabilities, they don't allow you to go up and jump from a plane because obviously like they don't want anything to happen to you. And the very first thing you do when you go in to do the skydive is they sit you down for an hour while you watch like what could go wrong. I mean, and you kind of they don't put the fear of God into you. It's the wrong way to say it, but like they kind of make you sign forms to say like we're not we're not responsible. What happens? Like you're kind of taking your own responsibility. Like
It really is a massive achievement, and especially because you have CP. It was something that you wanted to do, and you did not let anything get in the way. I love it. You remind me of myself, doing crazy things. So, things like that would interest you. Doing things that make you feel alive, I mean.
yeah, I'm always one that wants to be out and about, and like the crazier the better. Like I mean, I did look into doing the I think it's called the Colour Run for Cancer, the where you walk in the I think it's the Phoenix Park, and you get all the paint thrown on the way around. So I did look into doing that, but I haven't got around to doing that one. Maybe that would be something that the two of us may look into in the future, Tracy.
That sounds like a great plan, Lorraine. I bet you love having opportunities of being free from your wheelchair. Would I be right?
Yeah, totally, 100% of it. if I'm not out and about in the shade and I'm at home, either in maths or wherever, in friends or whoever's house, I'm always out of the chair. I'm never in it really. Whether it be like lying on the bed or on the sofa or a beanbag. Yeah. I just don't like being confined to the chair at all really. But it helps me get out and about, and as you know yourself, Tracy, I love being out and about also, so I don't see it as my wheelchair, I see it as my leg.
Brilliant. What else makes you feel good, besides these crazy challenges?
I guess spending time with family and friends.
Fantastic, Lorraine. What is one of your biggest challenges that you have overcome so far?
Thinking back, I think it will be getting to college and it's achieving everything I have done within the college setting. I'd say because of my disability and my early school life, I went back as a mature student to go and try and achieve what I wanted to achieve in life, and that was to get where I am today, which is working and achieving my goals within radio.
Amazing. Yes, I have always known you to see past any challenge you are faced with. You put yourself through college and got your degrees, which is very impressive and shows how driven you are. Tell us a bit more about college life.
Yeah, as I said, I went back as a mature student training to firstly go back and see could I get a H&D in radio, and then I did my degree in radio also, and then I also did a H&D in business also. But as my road to achieving all them goals wasn't your normal kind of everyone else's kind of road, if you know what I mean. I mean, when you have a disability, so many doors and people wouldn't actually know this unless you have a disability and you went to college. So many doors are actually open for you when you do actually make the jump and decide to go to college. In regards of like, because when I went the very first year, I didn't realize how many like opportunities would open for me within the college setting, as in they enabled me to have a note taker come with me to every lecture. They gave me laptops and all the equipment I needed to do any course I wanted to do within the college setting. And I think that just made my college everyday life easier on me with having the disability also, like, which, just to make people aware of it, it's available for anyone that has a disability also. You just have to know the avenue to go down to access all of them. And when you do decide and you want to start college, I'd advise anyone listening in today to go and see the disability officer within the college. Every college has one, and it's their job to help you get to where you want to get.
Very empowering, Lorraine. So, anyone thinking about going to college, but feel they won't get the level of support that they require, what would you say to them?
You will, and you do. You just have to have the fight to go, and you might knock on doors and you might get a no, or you might get like, you might get knocked back in some way, but just keep fighting for what you believe in and go and get where you want to get in life. And yeah, as I said, there is a disability officer allocated to every college. So if you have a disability and you're worried or you're kind of stressing about getting into the college life, don't, because they're there to help you, and that's their job within the college, is to help you integrate and mix within the college setting.
Incredible, Lorraine. You are really admired by a lot of people. Throughout all of this uncertainty, and even though it is good to see things opening back up again, what are you enjoying the most about being at home?
I guess family life and getting to mix and be with like my two little new nieces. So yeah,
Brilliant, and have you learnt anything new?
so yeah, I have done a couple of the meditation classes online, but I really don't think they're for me. I couldn't really get into them.
Meditation, really? That is something that I have developed more on. I love the idea of checking out and becoming more present in the moment. You would get there with practice. So, what are you missing the most at the moment?
I'm missing being able to get out and about with my personal assistant and just like shopping and going for dinner and seeing my friends. Like that's what I mainly miss.
Yes, I agree. I know you love socializing with family and friends and having a great laugh, like myself. Thankfully, everything is opening back up now. So, what has been getting you through the days, these past few months?
I've been helping my friend out with just a bit of editing, but it's kind of lonely a little bit, and I can do it from home, so it's kind of keeping me sane at the minute.
Amazing, Lorraine, it is good to have a plan in place. Sounds incredible. What are your dreams for the future that you aim to achieve? Do you have anything? As I know, you have achieved above and beyond so far, which is absolutely incredible. Any more goals that you have in mind?
Yeah, I think one of my goals would be to go to Australia with like one of my PAs or a PA and some friends, and that is still on my bucket list to still do. I've looked into it, but like I really have to start looking more into it in detail now, because yeah, I really want that would be like my next kind of short term goal. But in regards of like long term goals, I think my biggest one would be to finally move out of mum and dad's and move into my own place.
Wow, Australia. Nothing really stops you, and you will get there, because you believe and know that you can. What is it about Australia that takes your fancy?
Well, I have family over there, and I just think, like, I always said, even when I was younger, I'd love to go and just sightsee around Australia. That was before we had family over there, but now that we have family over there, it's kind of pushing me more that I want to go over, like, so, yeah.
Incredible. And yes, I understand, because that was my goal too, and I made it happen in 2014 with Patrick, which was absolutely amazing, and you do feel unstoppable in your capabilities, believe me. You will want to continue on seeing other places too. Lorraine, I have no doubt in your capabilities. You are doing incredible. And You will move out fully, and have more independence. You have a good head on your shoulders, and you know what direction you must take to get you to where you want to go. Last question, Lorraine. What would be your message to the world?
I guess my message to the world would be, if you have a goal, no matter what the goal is, always seek to achieve it. And even if that takes a couple of months, a couple of years, and it seems hard at the time, never give up, because as you can see from listening to my story, it took me years and years to get where I am today. So it does take time, but you will eventually get there.
Brilliant, Lorraine. You are amazing, and it was so wonderful to have you on today, and for you to share your wisdom. Thank you so much, and I really wish you every success and joy. If people want to get in contact with you, what is the best way?
I guess the best way to get in contact with me would be through Facebook.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Lorraine. Have a great day.
No problem, Tracy. It was lovely talking to you today.